Okay, so taking a video just so you can see there's a stairwell going up, so I'm inside the crawl space. This rubble support here supports the corner beam of the post where the house comes this way and then continues on going lengthwise toward the back of the house. We've got a nice footing poured here. There's another two back there. I mentioned one that wasn't being used, and that one there is being used. So I think my plan would be see how well these teleposts are, maybe replace those first. They're pretty rusty. Then take out these blocks and pour a footing. Although there's been a couple opinions, even from an engineer, who said he would just form that in and fill it full of concrete. I'm like, okay, that might be an idea. So, and then furthermore, if you look over here, they've made a wall out of cinder blocks. There's some insulation in there that probably will need to come out, and then some of this boarding, I'm assuming that was to form in the rubble wall, or maybe they poured concrete in behind there or something like that. And then over here, once again, is the base for the fireplace. So that whole fireplace was resting on this base at some point. Obviously not to code, it's defunct. They've knocked down part of the chimney somewhere and it's bricked in, so not quite sure if that will ever be salvaged. But if we ever were going to do that properly with a new brick fireplace, we'd have to pull all this out and redo it. And then you get a clearer picture of this nice big square beam that comes across here and goes the length all the way across. And then you can see this one here may have been replaced at some point in time, because some of them are like this over here where they're round timbers that were just flattened. This one appears to be milled square, so not sure why they would have done that. Maybe it has been replaced, or maybe they just decide to mill it square, not quite sure, but that's the way it is. And then we've got rough cut planking over top of that. I have no problems with the floor other than it's not exactly flat. So if we wanted to do anything modern, we'd have to rectify that. And that's the other thing, is the sills from this side actually look half decent. Of course, you never know until you really inspect the rot on it, but yeah. And there's Dinesh, lovely wife. And yeah, I'm more or less making this video for Sean, but I would share it with other people. Yeah, and then so you see this rock support here, but then they've got a properly, what I call proper, but a modern footing. They've got that blocked up with a telepost and some, looks like 8x8 blocks. But so they've got one footing, two footings, three footings. They got this old rock one. I guess my way of going about that, I would replace these teleposts one by one, you know, jack up somewhere on this footing and then pull those out, put in brand new ones. Same thing with this one, make sure these two are nice and solid. Then I'd pull this out, try to pour another modern footing in there, and that way you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're all about 2 feet apart. You've got all sorts of support there for whatever you want to do in the future. And then whatever I do with this, whether I frame it in and just fill it with concrete, or take those blocks out and just pour a modern one, you know, you got solid stuff all the way around. So if you ever decide to do something with the floor, you're good. Okay, I'm going to stop the video there.